Hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to invent more British euphemisms for masturbation down in the blasphemous barrows of the Baron's Court in Darkest Dungeon. Bashing the Baron, if it's a euphemism for masturbation, it's definitely a Britishism, right? It's gotta be a British euphemism. I mean, here across the pond in America, we don't have royalty, so we'd never come up with that as a euphemism for jerking it. We'll flog the dolphin, or we'll punch the pickle, or even choke the chicken on occasion, but bashing the Baron? Nope, we wouldn't come up with that one. That's definitely something best left to somebody who knows that people born in Liverpool are called Liverpudlians, and that if your pudding wasn't actually made in Yorkshire, it damn sure ain't a Yorkshire pudding. I can see it as bashing the Baron. That's the kind of thing you'd hear. And well, I came home from work yesterday and walked into Jimmy's room to tell him about my day, and well, there he was sitting on the bed bashing the Baron. That's all. I mean, I know he's growing up there, but I really hadn't expected a little young to get ahead of the curve, I guess. Really, I should be proud of the lad. It's definitely a euphemism. Bashing the Baron. It's a British one. It's British all the way. Bashing the Baron, by the way, is not to be confused with the female equivalent, which is bludgeoning the Baroness. Even though that sort of sounds uncomfortable because the word bludgeon typically means you're using a device. But then again, if we're talking about the female equivalent, typically a club would be helpful in that respect. See right there, just gonna nip up to me room and bludgeon the Baroness for a bit there. You guys want to give me some privacy? I'd appreciate it. Works in every case. But you know, probably that's enough about colloquialisms for jerking it. I'm pretty sure I've ridden that horse to death a couple times over during the course of my Darkest Dungeon series. You guys really need to stop lending me your horses and making it too easy. I can't be trusted. What I can be trusted to do, though, the sharpened letter opener seems pretty darn good. It will make our lunge skills both more accurate, and the fact it just has a passive plus 5% dodge and the set bonus is plus 3 crit. Really good. I want to take a shot at this. More importantly, we've got 5 courtyard invitations now. I really think we can afford to get in there. So let's get some trinkets on these guys, get them sorted out, get in the dungeon, and get to work. Alright, you're going to be in our front rank. We're giving you Eternity's Collar. And, you know, nothing fancy here. I think we're just going to go with the Coven Signet. That's most important for Malvolio because he's going to be devouring stress off of our other characters. We want to have him getting as much bonus as possible. I do like the Hero's Ring for the bonus virtue chance. But really, also, I'd rather just have you being a murderous killer. So let's give you the Ancestor's Candle. The Manslayer's Ring is not terrible. It would lower your dodge to effectively 0, though, and I'm not super enthused about that. Bonus protection. You know, 20% protection is nothing to sneeze at, but that plus 20 stress is also nothing to sneeze at. I'm tempted to give you the Legendary Bracer, but I think giving you 2 items that'll give you a huge stress penalty is just, it's like a terrifically negative combination. I think instead we're going to give you, do I want to give you the Hero's Ring? I could give you the Damage Stone. That's just, you know what? 10% flat. Yeah, let's just give you 10% flat damage. Lady Macbeth, you're definitely going to be taking the Dissection Kit, even though it doesn't do a whole lot for us. I mean, well, I say that, but it actually gives us plus 25% damage, which is nothing to sneeze at. And what do we want to couple with that? Not the Chiurgian Charm. I'm thinking just the Blight Amulet, because we need as much bonus Blight skill chance on you as we can get. We actually have a little bit of a difficult time getting those Blights to stick down in the barrows. A lot of guys are surprisingly Blight resistant. 8 speed plus 2 speed. It's just bonus speed with a penalty to stun skill chance. It typically makes our Vestal go first, which I don't hate. We could give her a legendary. We're not really worried about her damage. The Chiurgian's Charm is good. Do we have anything else that just helps her with healing, maybe? Nope. I was going to say, if we have something that just straight up makes you a better healer, let's take that instead. We don't. We're going to have to make do with what we got. Make sure everybody has level 4 skills. 4. Everybody's at level 4. Okay, that's good. Let's get some provisions then. Consume 1 invitation. That's fine. We have an abundance. 2 guys we have on our team with the Crimson Curse, so just out of an abundance of safety, I'm going to take 4 vials of blood. We haven't really had a whole lot of trouble finding... You know what? In fact, I'm going to take 1 full stack of blood. Food. I'm taking 3 full stacks of food. Last time we were down in the dungeon, the reason we were forced to leave is because we ran out of food. 1 stack of shovels. Torches, I'm only taking 1 stack this time. We already got a holy water. Let's take 1 full stack of anti-venom. Let's give me like 3 holy waters. I'm still taking more curios than I really probably should because I'm trying to master some of the interaction. You know what? In fact, just give me a whole stack of bandages. One key. That is one problem with going down into the courtyard. It's really expensive. So we've got some of everything. What else would we might? Laudanum, I don't know. If this, you know what? Let's take one laudanum just in case. And if we see something that looks like, hey, maybe there's a potential for an interaction here, we'll take a shot at it. A couple extra torches. You know what? Let's take like, no, not 2 stacks of torches. I want like just 2 extra torches. That's it. All right, we're good. Into the courtyard. Let's go kill some vampires here. The malignant merrymaking continues, and you are the entertainment. I don't want to be the entertainment, Wayne. Also, you know, their merrymaking doesn't look that malignant. There are a lot of midges and like blood flies lying around, which is maybe a little unhealthy, but malignant? You may be overselling. So do we want to explore these 2 rooms? The fact that we found this room that we can't get into that's locked by a key, I don't know where this key is, and it feels like it could be basically anywhere. We've already explored most of this northern passage. I think maybe what we should do, we skipped these rooms the first time. This time, I kind of feel like maybe we need to hit it. Locked gate. Where the hell are we? Oh, we're actually in this room. Well, shit. So if we're going, well, I don't want to go that way. I have to go that way. I have to backtrack this whole hallway? So when we left then, I thought it would start us back or near the beginning, but in fact, it remembers exactly where your team was the last time they left, including which hallway tile they were in. That's both comforting and also a little disconcerting. Okay, well, I mean, since we're already beyond the red door, I guess it doesn't matter. I was thinking about backtracking to go look for that key, but since we're already beyond it, doesn't really feel like there's any compelling reason to continue. Give me the holy light. Let's smash ourselves. 5 damage is the best you can do. Honestly, was expecting more. I'm not going to worry about the large corpse eater. It's not that big of a threat, and ghouls can still bleed. We want to get that ghoul dead as quickly as possible. He's a stress unit. That's problematic for us. For instance, 17 stress on Perdita. And she's stunned now. The stun is less relevant. How's your stun resistance? Pretty good, actually. Yours is also pretty good. How's your blight resistance? Vastly worse. Let's do that. I want you dead as quickly as possible. We can pray. This is just a mark. It's fine. Are you wasting? You're in craving. You are wasting. That's actually quite bad. All right. Go ahead and start softening that guy up. Othello is hitting hard thanks to the Ancestor's Candle. You have 10 damage per round on you, so you only need a little. I feel like you have been well tenderized. I don't really think we need to soften you up much more. In fact, one more solid whack from Malvolio if we stick to bleed, and we're gonna stop worrying about you altogether. Yeah, you have fatal damage, so there's nothing else we need to do to you. I was really... Okay. Oh, you can resist the horror. That's nifty. Well, we have something to do with that laudanum we brought. We can, you know, eat it. We can also uppercut a punk ass and get a little bit of a heal. Let's go for some straight up stress relief. We're definitely going to be able to kill this man in 1 round, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll stick another stack of blight on him. The craving itself speaks through me. And I've given everyone stress. Delightful. Well, that's going to be a pretty big... 8 damage per round for 5 rounds. That's a 40-point bleed. That's fairly significant amount of bleed going on right there. Let's go for the AoE heal. I don't like that the Crimson Curse can make you resist healing. I hate it. Anything that causes my people to refuse to be healed, I absolutely despise. I never want them to refuse healing.
Their cursed champion falls.
Was he a champion? Didn't feel like a champion. I actually... That's a buff? Oh. Huh. Okay, so torches give us bonus accuracy. Interesting. I actually forgot there was blood light, and the screen was a little dimmer than I'm used to, so I just immediately, like, reflexively lit a torch because I love high light runs. Also, drink this blood. I just reflexively, but apparently you can get... torches are occasionally... Okay. Well, I mean, we learned something. Torches can also just be a buff item. +3 accuracy for how long does that last? 1 battle. Oh, well, probably overall not that useful. You know what? That'd be a really good thing to do right before you fought a boss, though. Just buff up, burn a couple torches. Here we go. Oh, shit, pickles.
Unnatural and abhorrent.
Alright, so it's another one of these crocodilians, and I hate these guys because they are super blight resistant. Less stun resistant. Let's see if we can stun him once. Nope, he resisted it. And the rushes are also, by the way, just completely immune to this guy's shit. Swarming corruption. What the hell does that do? Okay, it's a stress attack. Of all the things he could have hit us with, that's actually one of the easier ones. We don't have a whole lot of fourth position stuff here. Please move forward. Thank you. Even one position is useful because we can hit you now. Not so much this guy. These things can't be hit. They have 209 dodge. So why don't you have 15 stress, 44? We'll just stress heal and heal. It's all we can do. We're going to be able to start taking shots at this dude now, though. 6 damage. Where's the critical now? We did stick the bleed. Teeth rate. 8 damage is not that big of a deal. Shove this out of position. You know what? If Othello can get a speed roll off here, though, that's not that bad. If we can get him to win a speed roll, he can Holy Lance himself forward. Got the blight to stick. All right, we got some ticking damage on this guy now. Got a tooth rake. Ah! Okay, that hurt more than a little. So we really need to reposition here. Instead, you know what? I don't suppose you can. Okay, I was gonna say if you could mace bash and take a whack at him. I kind of feel like we'd be better off. And there's what we want. Back in action, baby. All right, hit him another wallop of the punishment. He resisted the bleed. That's actually quite bad. He's gonna submerge. And I think when he comes out of this attack, he oh, this is a heal. Shit, don't like that at all. All right, throw some more blight at him. Just keep piling the blight on him, Lady Macbeth. He has resisted the blight. Apex Predator. Ouch. Alright, we gotta put some damage on this guy while he's exposed. Now's our best chance to hit him. How much are you bleeding for? 3 per? Yeah, you could, you know what? That's abidable. You can handle that. Could you maybe take a shot at our flagellant here at some point, Mr. Crocodilian Jerkass? Put some more blight in your face. Okay, so Lady Macbeth is very bad when it comes to fighting the crocodilian. Would you leave Perdita alone, you asshat? Not once has he taken a shot at any of our... Oh, this is perfect. Oh. It's not only stress relief, it also has a healing component. How many actions in a row does this guy get? Oh, good. We're maximally disorganized now. Well, you can't do anything but mace bash or fall back. We can battlefield bandage from any position. I thought we could battlefield bandage from any position. You know what? Just... Perfect. Crimson Curse will actually not let us move. Lurking Fear is the heal. Okay, he's gonna go down and heal one. Thanks for giving us just... Man, these crocodilians are no... Okay, yeah, get back in the front. These crocodilians are no joke. These things are really, really dangerous. I can tell you right now, he's definitely going to hit Perdita again. We got to get rid of that bleed somehow. We can't. Othello, you're doing a fantastic job there, pal. All right, you have got to use a bandage. No more bleeding, please. It's very nice that you chose to critically heal yourself, because I guarantee you this attack's gonna hit you. Oh, nope, hitting Othello.
Ringing ears.
Alright, I mean, how come you can't hit my flagellant with that attack? Just one time, target him. And stop resisting all my damn blights and bleeds, you jerkhole. Got Othello off death's door. Another tooth rake. Did you shuffle us backwards? Of course not. And you're bleeding again. Okay, Othello, just... This team is great in this dungeon. They're fantastic. The problem is, they're terrible at fighting the crocodilian. This is just a really bad fight for them. Please stick the bleed, it's all of our damage.
And now
Perfidious
the
at death's
true
door
test.
and can't heal
Hold
herself.
fast or expire.
Get rid of that fucking bleed. The one thing we can do at least is keep our guys off death's door, and when this guy's hitting us for like 31 damage a shot, because every attack is a freaking crit.
Injury and despondence.
I don't mind that every attack is a goddamn catastrophic critical, but does every attack also have to be a fucking shuffle as well? Two people on death's door. This thing is just, this team cannot fight a crocodile. I really, our flagellant has not been hit a single time. Not one attack has targeted our flagellant. Not a single one. Okay, we really need you to win a speed roll here. Well, we're fucked then. Now, lurking fear is the heal. Okay, if we have to cure somebody, that somebody is going to be Perdita, because I think our Crusader probably has a slightly higher death blow resist. Not that it's going to matter, because... Oh, shuffler back to the front? No, not this time.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Are we afflicted yet? Not yet, but almost. Okay, we finally got a chance to heal, which is nice. Please hit this thing. We're doing effectively no damage to this guy. You gotta eat stress. Somebody's gonna get hit for like 95 again. Well, there goes all the damage we did. Critical battlefield bandage is very nice. And it hits 3 people?
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Well, at least no one is bleeding. I hate these crocodilians. This fight is ridiculous. Yeah, we're definitely going to get afflicted because we have minus 15% virtue chance here. I honestly thought we'd be able to control the stress. I really did. There's no camping here. We really should have... Okay, please get in a position where you can do something. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck you, Crocodilian, and your stupid bullshit fucking shuffles. And now you'll be pushed to the front. Oh, we actually dodged an attack from this piece of shit. You know what? Smash his goddamn head in. We have so many people in this fight that are useless. Yeah, give us more stress, because heart attacks are exactly what we need. Every time we do damage to this guy, he submerges and heals because we can't get our party back where it needs to be. We cannot get this party into an order where they can actually... Eat my dick, Crocodilian. Eat my dick! All we have...
Continue the onslaught.
Thank fucking God, Othello. Thank God. I hate that fight so much. I hate it so much.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bug out after like one freaking fight because one member of our party is straight up afflicted. Well, this invitation has gone fantastically. Also, we're gonna have to spend $8 trillion in stress relief. You know what? We actually have to keep going here. We as much as I really want to bug out... Oh, by the way, we're definitely taking this because that's a quest. Torch can go away. I don't really care about Vengeful Greaves. I would honestly rather have 50 gold. Also, we're gonna have to get rid of something else. So we're gonna be on a... Okay, first off. Thank you. Back in order, please. This is, I'm guessing, gonna have like a key in it? Forgotten Strongbox. You? The Tyrant's Fingerbone, Jester only. 35% debuff skill chance, bonus speed if in position 1, bonus dodge if in position 1, huge penalty to HP. Alright, I don't know whether that actually seems kind of awful. We have to get people enough HP that they can survive one fight where we try and get our shit back together. Also, Malvolio, You know what? Redeem has got to go here. We need to adjust your skills. In the event that no one will ever target you again, I'm going to give you the heal over time skill. That's all really I want. And now we're going to... I'm terrified of running into another crocodilian, actually. What, if we bump into another one of the... You know what? We'll run away. Never mind. If we bump into another crocodilian, we're just going to straight up flee because we can't handle another one. Also, the extra stress we're going to get from walking around here for having an afflicted party member is going to be basically untenable. We need to get into some fights so we can try and grind away our stress. I am not going down that hallway. Nope. Too long. I actually didn't want to do that. This may be a very short trip into the courtyard here. In fact, I'm thinking about backtracking to the beginning and trying to check out these two rooms where I know there are room battles. Walking around stress is going to give us a heart attack eventually. I don't know if we can get hunger prompts in areas where we've already been to. Stress management is this team's job. It's what they're good at. But the crocodilian, this team is just so terrible at fighting that guy. They have no tools that can handle that thing. Mostly because we're stuck with a Vestal on heals, and our Vestal is shit when shuffled. You're wasting? No, you're nothing. Oh, you're wasting. Oh, here, take some blood. We haven't even really gotten into any fights here, guys. We took an ass beating from the crocodilian. I hate those monsters, by the way. Those... You know what class we need to fight those guys? We need goddamn Steve Irwin is what we need. I need my Steve to come out here and be like, oh, Pete, here you got a crocodilian there in the courtyard. Or just throw an old pillowcase over his head there, mate, and maybe wrap around it a couple times with some duct tape. You find he's taken care of, too sweet. Just goes dorsal once you cover his eyes there, Pete. Alright, just what we need, another stress-causing unit in the middle of a fight wherein we already have a shitload of stress. Okay, you are going to do that. Would you guys please, for the love of Mike, leave our Vestal alone? For like just a few seconds is really all we need. There you go. Bite my flagellant! He needs your damage, and no one will hit him. I really wish there was a way we could mark him, now that I think about it. Throw a big heal at Othello. It would be very nice if there was a way for us to forcibly mark him. We gotta kill the ghoul as well. I would love to sit here and try and grind down some stress relief, and we will against these corpse eaters. But before we can do that, we have to kill the ghoul. He's probably gonna resist that. Oh, okay, so we got Blight and Bleed on him. 10 technically has Fatal. Yeah, see, that's what I was concerned about. Skull Toss is a lot of damage and also a lot of stress. Thank you. I appreciate the fact that you have finally hit the guy we desire to be. Okay, you can stop that shit anytime, though. Oh, good. She's lighted for like 20. You're going to be doing stress relief. The critical heal was actually very timely as well. Okay, you're going to cure that blight. You're going to cure that blight, though. There you go. So this fight's going to be all about getting rid of our own stress. You're going to uppercut. You can't uppercut a punk ass on that guy. Hit him with the punishment then. There. Okay. Now we go into bide our time mode.
Unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Stop giving people stress. You can't. Blood. I must have blood. You're fine. We're trying to get Perdita unafflicted, but also while doing that, we're trying to keep the remainder of our party also unafflicted. Why will people only hit our rank 4? They will not hit anywhere but rank 4. This is not going well at all. It's really not. Alright, well, we got Perdita under 100. Also, we're gonna at some point Who's bleeding? You have the blight. You know what? You can handle it, Othello. I hate things that make my people refuse healing. Anything that makes me reuse. That's the one thing I really despise about the Crimson Curse, though. Critical stress relief on our flagellant is very nice. We're just gonna have to sit here and take this damage. This is gonna be a very dull fight. We're gonna let these two corpse eaters chew on us for a good long while we try and grind away some stress relief. And we can't kill either one of them because in order to avoid taking Terry penalties, we actually need both of them alive. So whatever we can do to try and farm crits, that's what we're gonna do. If these guys stack some blights on us, it's not really that big of a deal. We've got our Plague Doctor, he can take care of that. You take his stress, and then we can have him devour some. Who has more? You have 4 for 3, 2 for 2. Alright, so you get the preferential treatment, then goes to the lady. Milady. Again, all efforts going towards Milady. We may be able to bring this one back from the brink. I know we're teetering on the edge of destruction, but this
injury.
The stress, though. Well, that's the end of it then. Now he's afflicted and cursed. That's a pretty dire combo. My veins are on fire. Well, heal everyone. You're blighted 2 for 4. You're that blight then. Come on, you gotta start throwing some crits here, Perdita. We need to be farming this. Keep grinding down the stress. I'm curious if we're actually going to be able to outrun the stress of these guys' criticals. And I'd like to point out, these guys actually have a very low critical rate as well. The damage is irrelevant. Oh, good, we got a tapeworm. Well, we can cure that. Tapeworm makes us eat twice as much food. The stress, though, is becoming a real problem. There's some nice criticals.
Never hidden.
It seems like Wayne June is like, Pete, this is, I'm getting a little bored back here, buddy. If we have to have somebody afflicted also, we'd like it to be our flagellant. He's, I won't say designed for that, but actually, he's kind of designed for that. Rapturous is not that bad.
In the fevered pitch of battle.
Okay, as long as we don't take another critical here, I think we'll be okay. We're getting Perdita close. She's down to 27 stress. If we can go double round on stress relief without her taking more stress, I think we can get her. Just don't get critical. Alright, good. Damage is irrelevant. Again, the damage here is going to be irrelevant. So far, so good. How about a self-critical here, Perdita? That'd be helpful. Nope. Okay. Alright, we're gonna... How much stress we got to play with? We're getting borderline. 15. So you have 12. We can't do 12 with anything other than the critical. So we're going to throw this one at Malvolio. He can, if we can get one more stress chomp off of her, we'll be in good shape.
The wounds of war can be healed.
Okay,
but never
chomp.
Hidden.
We might be able to get it. There it is. Okay, her affliction is gone. We've done it. Yeah, you got to heal Malvolio. That's my stall. That's it right there. That's some good. Okay, that's awful.
Unbalanced.
Alright, well, Perdita, you ain't getting healed for a while. How much? 2. It's fine. We got battlefield bandage and nothing else for our plague doctor to do, so... There you go. It's also a heal, and you are hurt. Yeah, anti-venom now. You're a flagellant, man. You're not supposed to be calling for anti-venom. You're supposed to be like, no, give me your pain. I take it into you. I take it unto myself and make it my own. I want your pain. I need your pain. Bless me with it.
How quickly the tide turns.
You and your criticals can eat my dong. Okay? Game? Just that's it. All your critical bullshit, eat my dong. Your crit rate can't be that high. We gotta pull stress off of our Plague Doctor now because he's borderline freak out. That 4 stress relief we actually got from that critical is probably enough to give us another Devour. But we gotta get, it's you we gotta get down. Inspire yourself. It really doesn't seem like that should work at all, by the way. You shouldn't be able to inspiring cry your own damn self. Thanks for undoing all the good work we did. Appreciate it. You can stay hurt for all I care. I'm not gonna let you stay hurt because we're really just shuffling around and around and around and around here. That critical though, there you go. Every tiny bit of stress relief helps. Just don't get critical. Unfucking believable. 24 stress from that. How are we ever gonna get Othello stress? I mean, you're borderline done here.
A momentary abatement.
Don't critical. All I care about is that you guys don't suffer criticals. You know what? Give yourself a big heal. There you go. And maybe that will disincentivize them from attacking you, and maybe we can get them to attack our flagellant for a change. Othello still patently refusing healing because, I don't know, he hates life, I guess. Thank you, Crimson Curse. Your heart will burst. Well, you know what? It can burst after we get our boy here unafflicted. How's that? It can burst later. Another critical munch. Oh, shocking of shocks. It actually didn't critical. Can't believe it. Flagellants should actually lose stress from getting critical. Developers at Red Hook Studios allow me to suggest that flagellants should actually get stress relief from taking a critical shot. They should be less stressed by being critical. They should be enthused by it. They should get stress relief. That would be a fantastic, you know, little, it's just a minor thing, but the flagellant, he wants your pain, man. He needs it. My flagellant is also, by the way, nearly afflicted. If you don't critical, we may be able to get rid of this affliction. Okay, stress devour. I just want the afflictions gone. That's all I can't get rid of the mortality debuff. There's nothing I can do about that now. Yep. Alright. I mean, that's not going anywhere.
The mind cannot hope to withstand such an assault.
Well, if you're afflicted, you know what? If you're rapturous, that I can deal with.
A momentary abatement.
And we almost have no way to get rid of your rapturousness, by the way. This is the least exciting. This may be the least exciting episode of Darkest Dungeon I have ever recorded. But unless we want to bail out of the courtyard, we don't have a choice. We have to do this. Also, there's no point in having you stress relief anymore because we don't need it.
Compassion is a
if we have to have somebody afflicted, you're the guy. I really want to kill these things. This is an 18 turn fight. Your affliction is gone. Malvolio, your affliction I can handle. But I do want to get Lady Macbeth's stress down a little bit before we continue on. So, devour it. We're going to go double round on Lady Macbeth to get rid of as much stress as possible. We'll pile it on Malvolio because he's used to it. The guy loves, he loves punishment. What can we say?
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Othello gets some. Now we're going to start killing, because I've had enough of these corpse eaters. So now's the time for stuff to beat. We're going to start murdering things. We're still going to focus primarily on stress relief, but also murder is on the menu now. That corpse eater actually is dead. It has fatal damage right now. And now we're just farming for crits.
Mortality.
No, the other way, though. The criticals need to go in the other direction. Get a munch. Okay, got some nice blight flying around here. If you could stop randomly giving us stress, that would be delightful. Ardita is back to halfway to afflicted again already. There. Oh, good. He resisted the blight. Perfect. Go ahead and critical us 5 times and give us 100 aggregate stress. You can't get a disease. You're trying to disease my boy? He's already got the worst disease. The crimson curse is in his veins. No other disease will do once you've tasted the sweetness of the crimson curse.
Such a terrible assault cannot be
I fucking
left
hate these
unanswered.
Shakespearean eaters. 54. Okay. One of them dies the next time before he tries to critical us. He dies. Critical munch.
Dazed, reeling.
These guys' critical rating has to be like 50%.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
You're dead. Next guy dies before he gets a chance to go. The only thing we can do here is stress relieve Malvolio and hope that we can win a couple speed rolls here. Okay, Malvolio did win one. Gotta eat some stress off the Plague Doctor. Which does leave you at an uncomfortably high stress level. Get rid of your blight. Try and also move your stress down a little bit. Get an AoE heal. Well, okay, everybody won a speed roll on the final round, so that worked out nicely.
Slowly, gently.
Okay.
This is how a life is taken.
What a cavalcade of horse shit that was. Okay, you know what? Here, dislodge them. I really want these 3 deeds. And this is insane. We did like 3 total rooms on this fight. And I'm borderline we're gonna go to this next room, and regardless of what's in here, this is where we're gonna wrap it up. This 2 fights have taken 40 minutes in the courtyard here. It's kind of unbelievable, actually. You know what? We got to get everything we can out of these before too much longer, because I got a feeling like we're gonna need to bail out of this dungeon very soon, but not yet. We spent too much money to come out of this with only. Admittedly, we did get two items that look pretty good. Bonus accuracy versus mark, bonus crit versus mark, bonus debuff skill chance, bonus move skill chance. That doesn't seem terrible, but it doesn't seem fantastic. And the Tyrant's Fingerbone seems kinda shitty, actually. Minus 15% max HP all the time is a pretty significant debuff. This is designed clearly for solo finaleing. I mean, we know exactly what this is for, but given that, you know, it does make the first-person finale maybe a little bit more likely. Although, then the debuff skill chance is less relevant. We'll have to see what the other chunk of the Tyrant's Fingerbone looks like. And I'm wrapping this episode up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see another 40 minutes spent fighting 2 fights, might consider subscribing as well, because I don't know what to do. The Crocodilian this group, the Crocodilian's got his number. These guys are great for the courtyard. They do some really fantastic stuff. But when it comes to the Crocodilian, they got nothing, man. They got nothing. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.